Welcome to the Live Fully with Kratom podcast. I'm ETHA co-founder Victor, and with me is head of customer service Amanda. Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Did you get your coffee fix?
I actually have updates for you that Nicole's dying to ask me questions about because I had a podcast with Alex before you. I'm doing doubles today.
Yeah.
So, yes,
I'm the second
coffee.
one?
Yeah. Aww. Second's the first loser, so you're the first that's up me, right?
Hey, I'll take it.
Yes, I did have coffee, but I had coffee at home. I made coffee at home, and I made my own almond milk.
What?
Yes, I did.
You squeezing
How
almonds?
did you make it?
Soak a cup of almonds overnight so they could expand in the blender. Blend it for 16 minutes, like 8 minutes.
Is that how you make almond milk?
Yeah, but I put
I never
I
knew.
didn't either.
Oh, Nicole's here, by the way. Morning,
Good
Nicole.
morning.
I have a specific blender thing that I use, but it does smoothies and all that stuff. I got targeted and I bought it whatever. But it made almond milk. You just
Okay,
add
Martha Stewart.
the cup of almonds,
Yeah.
water to the max, in between the max and the minimum, whatever. A date, a pitted date, a pinch of salt, and a splash of vanilla. And I made almond milk. The only thing is I forgot to buy the cheesecloth. I thought I didn't need it, but I needed it.
Oh, yeah, you gotta filter all that out.
Yeah, so I did 2 batches of it because I did extra. I don't know why. I soaked extra almonds. I didn't want to waste them. So I used the almond milk for my overnight oats.
Is it sweet enough?
It's that I didn't want it sweet.
Oh,
I just
okay,
wanted some flavor, but I didn't want it sweet.
Yeah.
And then I had some
What?
in my morning coffee, and it was actually really good. I added some cookie butter in it to give it some sweetness. Yeah. But the almond milk, because it had the date and the vanilla, it's actually really good. And my stomach is not bubbling because it's milk or whatever. It feels comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I did it. Because one, you save money and you really know what's in the milk. And I'm not gonna spend $8 for 20 ounces of milk at the store. I bought a little bag of almonds for $6 at Trader Joe's, and that's gonna last me like probably four times over, or maybe even more. But it was actually really easy, to be honest.
Yeah. It sounds like it. I literally pictured people just like squeezing some almonds. Like, come on, get some milk. Get some milk out of
You
this.
can just get a regular blender, but that like a regular blender, they say it takes longer. But it's honestly not that much longer. And
There
so
you
next
go.
time I'm going to do pecan milk, see how that works. And you probably will like that one because you like pecans.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
maybe try chocolate milk, and I like cocoa powder and cinnamon and stuff. Make it
Yeah.
more
The
fancy.
world is your oyster.
Yeah. It was
All right,
actually
well,
pretty cool.
that's a great tip about being healthy, going natural.
I have a lot of updates for you. You're going to be like, whoa, who is this, Amanda?
Yeah, what is going on? Okay, that's great. Okay, cool. We haven't talked in a while, so this is always fun. This is why I love this podcast, doing it with you. I mean, Alex is great and all, but I talk with him all the time. I don't get to talk to you as much anymore. This is like our chance to catch up a bit.
So this is why we're having these recordings today, is because it is a new year. We're kind of a new year beginning, a fresh start to all these things. And since we probably have new people on the podcast and new customers coming in because they're very motivated to change their lifestyle, they're probably Googling stuff and looking up things and thankfully find Kratom as one of their alternatives for coffee or energy or anything, pain management, whatever their need may be. And I want to just go over some blends with you guys. So with Alex, I went over Midday Gold, and Sunset. We talked about how we utilize that for mental health and relaxing and pain management. And then with you, because you and Nicole supposedly
Crushing it. I've never been in
$5
this
bills
good
in
of
there.
shape.
I mean, Victor, I was going to say this morning, you kind of look ripped.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm serious.
his head went from like this to like
Right.
this.
All right, so the topic
Yeah,
today
because he
is
had
what?
to carry his kids in here. That's why. He has to be like a 7-year-old.
MJ is going like, God, I need to cut this. We got to get this whole thing started. We just jumped right into it. All right.
Yeah.
Today's topic is natural medicine and working out.
Yes.
Is that right?
Pretty much.
Okay, let's get started.
That's why I want to talk to you, because to motivate you a little bit more. We're going to go over what workout, recovery, and SlimFit is, what they are specifically for, what we intended them to be.
Okay.
It's not always what we intended to be. People utilize it for other things. And then how we both utilize it in our everyday life or whatever. And then, just go through our own stories and stuff.
Sure.
That's how most customers learn about us. They really like to hear about our experiences and how other customers use it. So
Yeah, sure.
not everything is one.
Do I get like
size fits
super
all.
sciencey and boring about it all?
It's just personal experience.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you can if you want to. I mean,
If you guys
it'll
want to know,
explain.
if you guys want to know, well, I'm not. This is not live. So let's just assume that you want to know
do
what
some
goes into these products. We can go into a little bit. I won't get into like the nitty gritty of it all.
A little bit, just to explain the foundation and give some context to maybe new listeners
Okay.
or new customers of what workout, recovery, and SlimFit is.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with workout. So, God, how many years ago was it? Many moons ago. We were, when we first started ETHA, we developed Sunrise and Sunset. That's the foundation of the company. And the idea was to use Kratom to help manage Alex and my chronic pain. That's what we were using it for. But then we also noticed that certain Kratom that we would use would sometimes, give us energy boost, mood boost. Other times we would feel relaxed and, just ready for, go to sleep at night. And because of those two different effects, we wanted to figure out what were the alkaloids associated with those benefits. And then we discovered what they were, and then we made Sunrise and Sunset. So that was the foundation of the company for a long time. Mm-hmm. We added in Midday Gold, Midday Manda, and that was Amanda's thing. So we had those three, and that was really like the foundation for the first 2 years with those three products. And then we started to, Alex and I started to notice that when we used Kratom and then we did a workout, especially when we used Sunrise, it was like a better workout. We're like, ooh, this is interesting. Okay, kind of makes sense. Get energy boost, get pain relief. So you're not, it doesn't hurt as much to work out. So there's something there. So why don't we try to figure out what's in the Kratom that gives us the best workout, and then make a workout blend. And that's how workout, the process of developing workout started that way. And what we learned was that if we had kind of little trade secrets here, but in our workout, we discovered that not only is it a high mitragynine content that helps with the workout, but there's another alkaloid that's also in Kratom, some Kratom, and it's epicatechin or epicatechin. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. You can Google it. There's a lot of research around epicatechin, and when you do Google it, you'll find that it's mostly associated with muscle, bodybuilders. It helps with muscle development. But if you really look into it, it actually helps a bunch of different things. It's a great alkaloid, and it helps with cognition. It helps with there's even research, or some believe that it helps with cancer and some other stuff. But really the basis of epicatechin is around fitness and muscle development. There's these three pivotal studies that show this correlation between fitness and epicatechin use. We can cite it in the description for folks to read. There, like a lot of studies, it's a little bit small sample, so take it with a grain of salt. But we said, well, that's an amazing thing to have in our workout blend. So let's make sure we try to find a Kratom that has, again, really high mitragynine, has epicatechin in it. I think that'll really make for a great workout blend. The interesting part, what I find is interesting and kind of annoying, is that with epicatechin, it doesn't work, at least in these studies, it doesn't work if I just took a bunch of epicatechin and I just sat here.
Oh,
and
no.
And then all of a sudden my muscles get bigger and I'm just getting, I get fit, right?
It's not going to lift you up to go work out or anything like that.
So you have to still put in the work. You got to exercise. Yeah. So it just helps with the exercise process. If you get into the science of it, there's these two chemicals that are produced when you're building muscles. One chemical actually helps with your body produces. One helps with the building of muscles. There's another chemical that produced where it actually detracts from muscle growth, and epicatechin interacts with those two chemicals that are produced. I don't know what the names are. I can't remember what they are. If Alex was here, he'd tell you. But maybe we'll keep it in this. We'll put it in the description or something. But anyway, that's how we make workout. So that's workout. The other side of it is, after the workout, your muscles are all tight, you're sore, and
you just put them through the stress and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you literally are breaking down muscles. And you know, for me especially, you know, especially back in the day, I still have chronic pain issues. They're just like normal, like just being older. You know, I have lower back problems. I have sciatica. But I have all the stuff that like everyone kind of has when you're 45 years old. So
are you 45?
In like a couple months. So, I know.
Really?
It's wild.
Oh wait, so we're 9 years apart? I'm 36.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're over 30?
Yeah. Can't you tell? It's my beauty routine, whatever. Just kidding. It's a foundation. It has skincare in it.
Right? That's
Yeah, I'm
nice
36.
makeup.
I thought we were closer in age. You're old.
Duh.
But you don't look 45. That's something like, what? And that's true because in Santee, we did your 40th the party thingy.
God, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Why did I feel like 10? That's weird.
So yeah, so that's recovery. So anyway, we have recovery. We wanted to make something to help people, as the name suggests, recover from a workout. And again, Kratom, amazing, has all these different alkaloids, and some of the alkaloids are muscle relaxers. And so we just make sure we find those Kratom varieties that have that alkaloid in it, or 2 alkaloids actually, and we make recovery. And it helps with muscle tightness and just kind of being loose after muscle, and then you can recover, reduces inflammation, which promotes healing, and then just back at it again.
And then just to give you guys some context, when he says muscle relaxer, it doesn't mean like a real muscle relaxer. A lot of times people, when I say that, it's a very heavy phrase or word or term.
Oh, they always think
like,
of pharmaceutical muscle relaxers.
like
yeah.
a horse pill kind of thing. Like they'll knock out a horse. No, nothing like that. Not like
Take
that.
enough, maybe.
Trust me. Well, maybe for me because I'm more sensitive to the low metragina, hyperpentine, spessogena, and whichever I forget which one is the muscle relaxer that helps with the muscle relaxing. Don't think so dramatic where it's just like it's gonna knock you out. It's like a nice, comfortable, subtle feeling to help you relax. Nothing crazy. Not like NyQuil. Not even NyQuil, honestly. NyQuil, whenever I take NyQuil. Folks.
It depends. It really depends. It goes back to, you know, everybody's chemistry is different. You know, my mom takes like 2 sunset tablets, maybe 3 or whatever, and she's just out. You know, so it takes
she needs more midday. She's a little anxious sometimes. She needs something to like calm her down, like chill her out.
Yeah, and by the way, we do make sure there's still some mitragynine in most of the Kratom we make, because mitragynine is a vasodilator, and depending on, so it's not like caffeine where you take it and you're gonna have more energy, you know, regardless of the situation.
So it helps with the pain receptor thing, right?
Yes, it is. It interacts with opioid receptors. That's kind of the most common known thing about mitragynine or mitragynine, however you want to pronounce it. But the vasodilation side of things, it's about, you know, making it so your blood and oxygen can flow better. It's relaxing your veins, and so things can flow. But if you don't move around though, then things aren't, you know, so you don't have as much tightness, so things aren't moving as they naturally are. So it's one of those where you have to get moving for the vasodilator to help you breathe better and get more, you know, natural energy. But it also, the same exact alkaloid, the same exact, you know, the vasodilator can also relax you if you're just sitting there. So in the evening, if you're sitting there and then you take a vasodilator, it'll help you, it'll promote relaxation as well too.
That's why a lot of my construction workers like it. They're out there working, instead of pounding down monsters and rock stars and Red Bulls and shotgunning them, literally, they take some midday, some workout. I'm getting confused on these blends now. Some workout, and they really like it, and it's like a clean energy. They don't have to be constantly pounding the Kratom. They just take a dose, and maybe a little bit more than like we would do because they're doing through crazy work stuff, but they really like it. I have a lot of CNAs that take workout. They love it because they have to physically move people's bodies to change diapers and stuff, so it helps them. I have a little group of house cleaners for homes and hotels that utilize it too, because I don't know if you ever worked in the hotel business. I haven't, but through our nonprofit that we used to work with, adults with developmental disabilities, one of their jobs was helping the housemaids break down the room so that they can clean them. So they have like a certain time to do a whole floor. So now imagine if you didn't have that help, how much strain that your body would go through. So a lot of housekeepers use it too, and then house cleaners for the home and all that stuff. Gardeners, I have gardeners that use it too. So those people who do utilize a lot of physical activity in their day-to-day work life, they really like it. Or my mom and my dad, not so much anymore because they're older now. We have a gardener and stuff like that. But when we would do like, okay, we're gonna do a family cleanup in the backyard, or we're gonna deep clean the house, we would take workout. So things like that will help with the vasodilator stuff.
Yeah. So that's workout. That's recovery. So you'd also think of it as like a pre and post workout. So workout is your pre-workout, and recovery is post.
Talking about pre-workout, a lot of people that do workout use it as a pre-workout because I forgot what the ingredient is in traditional pre-workout powders. It makes you itchy. And people don't like that, so they always like to look for a natural pre-workout alternative.
Carnosine beta-alanine.
Yeah, something like that.
One more time.
Beta-alanine.
Something like that, and it makes I don't know why they put it in the pre-workout powders, but they put it in there, and then people just get rashes and itchy. I don't know why. So the workout Kratom through ETHA doesn't give you that.
There you go. Boom. Yeah, it's really interesting. You talk about like the construction workers and like pounding energy drinks. God, I just remember that was the routine for all the executives that I supported and myself. We just do long hours and just staying awake. But it's one of those things, like just the way caffeine works. You're getting high doses of caffeine. I know there's like vitamin B12 and some other ingredients. And taurine and all that, but the caffeine is what's really the the star of the formulation.
It's the easiest access, cheaper. It's there, available.
Yeah, but I just one thing that I hate about caffeine is, at least for me, well, I have problems because I'll get headaches and can get I just have big issues with caffeine. But it's the way caffeine works. Caffeine stops your gamma production in your brain, so it doesn't stop it, but it blocks it, and so your body is still producing gamma, and which is a neurotransmitter inhibitor, and that's what keeps you it blocks it, so you're not feeling tired, and then like when the caffeine wears off, you just get flooded with GABA, not gamma. Am I reading comics lately?
I was like, GABA? Is that supposed to be GABA? But you're the expert,
we
not
Hulk
me.
We just Hulk out. That'd be awesome.
No.
GABA. Sorry, GABA. And then and then you get tired. So everyone gets like the caffeine crash, and I get it bad. So in the morning, I love that energy, and then by like 2-3 o'clock, I want to go to bed, and that's not good. And you're like, oh shoot, I got to take more caffeine, and then you get into this weird I get into this state where I'm tired but I can't sleep, and that's the worst. You're just like a zombie. You're like, oh, it's because I've just taken too much caffeine now, and I keep on redosing.
If you think about it too, is when we first started working together, we were doing cell phone stuff, right? So the amount of coffee we consumed,
that was insane.
That coffee pot was never off. It was so funny because we would always want more coffee. Okay, I'll do another pot. And then we transitioned to Santee, and we had that same habit for a while. And then we started doing Kratom because we had bumpies or Utomic at Santee for a little bit, and then we transitioned. And then suddenly the coffee pot, I had to restore it because we didn't need it anymore.
Yeah, no one wanted it.
Nobody wanted it.
It was like a mark of like shame.
I think we held on to it here for a while, and I was like, Maribel, give it away or whatever. We don't need it anymore. Yeah. And now we're doing Kratom, obviously, and then the tea that you make and the little brew thing,
or
like a regular.
We just drink tea all day.
Yeah. So and ever since then, I mean, I still drink coffee on the side of my own, but
yeah, we all still drink a little bit of coffee here.
Definitely, Kratom has helped that. And then speaking of that, SlimFit is my coffee replacement, as I mentioned before on the other podcast with Alex. So as you know, I was off for like a week and a half or so. So new year, new me kind of thing. This weekend, I had like a year-end meeting with myself for my finances, my food intake, my habits, and pretty much. And I realized I use this app that I found that links all my financials together, and it shows me on like a screen how much I'm bringing in, taking out, blah, blah. And I realized that while I was out I did not buy coffee. So I saved a lot of money because when you get a coffee, you're going to get a bread because obviously you can have coffee without bread or a snack or something. I saved so much money not going out to eat, not getting a coffee. I was like, so what am I doing? So what I did is I downloaded the app, had that all there visually for me because for me, I'm a visual person, and then a rule follower. So if I see that I'm hitting my numbers and I'm about to go over it, then I'm more likely not going to be doing it, holding myself accountable, and then kind of like tricking myself not to do it. And I did that too for eating out because I spent close to $500 in a month just eating out. And that doesn't include cash that I had on me, okay? And I was like, wow, that's a car payment or plus more. What am I doing? But also too, like I pay for other people, or we'll like go back and forth. You pay this time, I pay that time. So it's not necessarily all me, just me, but it is a lot.
A lot of money.
So I was like, how am I going to cut that in half? So I said, let me meal prep. And then I was like,
is that your goal? Cut it in half? Is that your goal? Cut it in half?
Yes. Eventually, probably most of it, because I want...
You still gotta indulge.
Yeah. I'm not going to be cold turkey.
Yeah.
No. But I'm going to be more mindful, at least during the week, because my week is pretty routine already. So it's like, why don't I just meal prep? I already know what I'm doing, where I'm going, blah, blah. It'll be easier, and then I can splurge more on the weekends. But then I was like, meal prep, I don't want to think about it. So I did this hack where I did ChatGPT. I said, hey, I want this, high protein, blah, blah. I want so many meals. We could be repetitive, blah, blah. Give me a grocery list and how much to spend my budget. ChatGPT went, and I was like, great. It made me a grocery list, gave me a budget. Yes, and AI. It relieves so much stress from like having to think about what to do, how much to plan out, how much to spend. I actually spent $30 less than I wanted to anyways, so I saved money there. And I'm just holding myself accountable more. And
that's great.
And it kind of ties into this because it kind of snowballed. Like once I saw my money go away to just coffee, that was just coffee. That doesn't mean like grocery runs or like all the other stuff that I have to pay.
It all adds up.
So then I did that financial thing, and then I started kind of like the meal prep stuff, and then kind of holding myself accountable and kind of quieting down the food noise in my head. So I started fasting. So that I
really?
It's like just this weekend. Trust me, it's just very new.
This
will last.
Yeah, exactly.
1 week.
But it makes it a game. I downloaded the MyFitnessPal app.
I love MyFitnessPal.
And it says start your fasting.
Let's do it.
And then when finished.
All right, Amanda.
So last night when I was meal prepping, when I was telling them, I was like, usually I will snack while I meal prep. I was like, oh wait, I'm fasting now.
Yeah.
And it held me accountable. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Because I was telling Alex and them, I'm a rule breaker. I'm not a rule breaker for the most part. And if I see that I'm going to break that fast, I'm gonna feel guilty the next day. So I'm not going to do it. So I actually survived. 12 hours is not, like, took whatever. Most of it I'm sleeping anyways. But I was like, okay.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
Just little habits, just to kind of improve, like you said, or Alex too said that we're getting older, so we need to be more mindful and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, right now, everything is about starting new habits and things. So we'll see how long it lasts. Maybe next month, I'm like, screw the new life, new me, whatever. And I'll be back to my habits. But
I miss old me.
But SlimFit really does help me with the coffee replacement because it does have the energy that I need through the metragenine, kind of like workout, but not as intense, and the matcha green tea, which works really well with my stomach because, you know, gut health and all that stuff. But yeah, seeing all my money on one place and seeing how it was being distributed mindlessly.
Yeah, setting a budget. So many folks don't do a budget.
I thought I had a budget in my head.
Yeah, you know.
But I didn't lay it out.
When you put it down, you're like, ooh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, crap. I was like, okay, maybe
how much am I spending on toilet paper?
Yeah. And I was like, I can't believe that I spent $77 and I had some stuff at home, but not a lot. $77 for the week. Monday through Friday, lunch, dinner, breakfast as well.
Yeah. Cut out breakfast.
Snacks. So, well, not even cutting out breakfast, but...
Cut out breakfast, though. It's a great way to fast. And it saves money. And it's good for you. It really is good.
No, but like I did like overnight oats. I'll do like a boiled egg, kind of like you did with the boiled egg or like bacon or something. But because they said that you should start with something. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
I think it's like one of the easiest things to cut out. right in the morning, because you're busy in the morning. You got things to do. You can still drink coffee, tea, all that kind of stuff, but it's, you know, you get your like whatever 13, 15 hours of fasting because most of it is sleeping.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like boom. It's kind of the easy hack to get
actually
into.
like 12 hours wasn't that bad. It was just somewhere like, okay, make sure it's after 7 so I can drink my coffee, because obviously it wasn't just black or anything. I did use the almond milk, and it does have the dates and the vanilla in it. But
I love dates as a sweetener. That
Yeah,
caramel taste, the sweet,
So good.
yeah.
I do it with peanut butter and chocolate too.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
drizzle it, and
yeah.
it's like a Snickers bar, like a healthier nature Snickers bar or whatever.
And Dateland isn't too far. It's between here and Arizona.
Oh.
Yeah, you can go there and you can actually see the dates growing. And if you want to, sneak on their property and grab
And
a
then
couple.
I did some research.
I'm not above
I would never
hopping
do
a
that,
fence.
by the way. Anyone listening here that owns Dateland would never do that.
Anyways, but I did some research too. Like once I saw like my food intake, or I didn't see my food intake, like planning my food intake and my goals. I was saying that, you know, you want whole foods, and I never realized what whole foods really means. Whole foods really means like whatever is grown. What I think the saying was, if it has a mom and a dad, it's a whole food, and if it's grown in the ground or a tree, it's a whole food. And I was like, oh, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So then it's just kind of like thinking,
And not highly processed. So it might even have those origins, but then it gets bastardized in some process. That doesn't count either.
Yeah.
So trying to avoid processed food. All of us.
yeah, like one trick
all of us.
was, I read too, this, I knew this a long time ago, but I never utilized it. If you do grocery shopping on the outskirts of the grocery store,
Yes, try to avoid the
it's
middle.
better than the middle, because everything in the middle is processed. So usually it's the fruit, the veggies, the dairy, the poultry, or the deli
that's
kind
what
of
we
thing.
do.
So we'll see how it
That's
goes.
what we do. And trying to cook as much as you can. Meal prep is always great. These are all great tips.
Yeah, and it's something that you've always put out there too, because you said like Monday through Friday you're pretty strict on your eating
to.
habits, or at least try to, and then on the weekends you splurge more. And it's like, yeah, why don't I just do that? Like, why am I? Because the other day
You enjoy it more, and your taste buds adjust. So like if you don't drink like soda and all that during the week, during the weekend when you have it, you're like, oh my god, this is the best.
yeah, I
Dr.
don't know
Pepper
about
ever.
Coca-Cola. Coke Zero is
Coke
like
Zero?
my vice.
I
That's
know
just
it's
like
hard. That's a hard one to cut. Is the soda.
Coke Zero is a little bit better. I don't drink regular Coke anymore. Really, Coke Zero is like, but I drank the mini cans. I don't drink the regular.
Aspartame.
I know, but you know what? You can't have it all. It's a little bit
No,
of
it's
something
fine, it's
is
fine.
like, you know.
I have my vices too. I mean, I eat ice cream literally every night, so that's you know, there's that.
Like a bowl of ice cream, or like ice cream bar, or like a tub of ice cream.
It's obnoxious. It's like 3 drumsticks, or I'll just grab a
my God.
container
A night?
and just go. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not. Well, because I do all these other things to mitigate this really bad habit.
Is it like stress ice cream eating?
No, it's more
a normal-
joy. It's joy. It's something, you know. It's me and Enzo.
I know you guys love
like,
ice cream. Handles is like your thing.
Yeah, he had like a stomach flu over like the last couple of days, and still went to Handles and without me. He went with Kevin and Jackie, and they just. I was like, "You have a stomach bug. What are you doing?" And then that night or the next morning, he woke up like, "I shouldn't have had the ice cream." I'm like, duh. What are you doing, dude?
Cold and milk.
I think this
Not
is
bad.
called an addiction. Okay,
So
what do we have?
SlimFit? SlimFit is the last one that you didn't go over.
Yep. Oh yeah. So it starts with workout kratom. So we just take that as the base, and then we add in, as you mentioned, a matcha green tea extract. And matcha is green tea for any of those that know. It's just it.
Grown in shaded area.
That's all it is, which increases the caffeine content of the green tea. So we're just choosing a high caffeine version of green tea. It's a different type of caffeine. You know, it's arguably, I mean,
That's what
without
I'm
a doubt,
drinking
just
right
better
now.
than regular caffeine. And yeah, we chose it because we discovered that, well, we made it for another customer. We make lots of products for other Kratom brands. And so we made this for one of our clients, and we started using it as we do. We're guinea pigs of our own products. And what we noticed, well, at least I noticed, I was like hitting the bag one day, and I'd been taking SlimFit for a couple of days, and I took it that morning, and I was hitting the bag, and I know exactly the amount of time, the duration. I'm a creature of habit.
Routine.
And so like but like my time went up and I was like still able to breathe. I was like, this is weird. So I was like, okay. And so I just kept on going. And then I was like, this is the SlimFit. It's something in this is making it so I can breathe better and I have more energy. And so we researched it, or Alex probably researched it for us. Let's be real here. And we found out that that the green tea extract increases your metabolism. And so you're burning fat more, which is producing energy. It also helps you breathe better. So that combination is the reason why we included into the SlimFit. And that became a permanent product for us. It was supposed to be just like a one-off seasonal thing. Yeah. Make it for a client. Maybe let's do a little special release. And we're like, we all like it so much. Let's just make it.
The customers really like it too. Mm-hmm. Ever since I started telling them that I use it for coffee replacement, I have a customer that she really likes the Kratom mint more now, but she started off with the SlimFit and she really liked it.
Yeah, I have Lisa, my wife's one of her old employee, one of her associates, went on this like, I really want to get in shape, this New Year thing, and SlimFit.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, but because I only see her work friends, whatever, it's every 6 months or so at like a company thing. Mm-hmm. So he had, he was a bigger guy, but also bigger guy, and then like I saw him 6 months later, and he was like half his size. I was like, whoa, like you look so different, and you're like, well, how'd you get in shape? And he's like, SlimFit. I'm like, what? And he's like, Lisa's been giving me SlimFit. I'm like, come on, Lisa. Make him pay for it. No. Okay. Anyway, no, we gave him SlimFit, and he just used that, including, of course, exercise and radically changing his diet. And he just got so in shape, and it was phenomenal, the difference. And he's maintained it, which is also great too. So, it works. So, like I said, it increases metabolism, which helps with fat burning. So that's why we call it SlimFit. It helps you stay slim and trim.
Yeah.
And I keep on telling myself to use it more, but I don't.
You tell yourself.
I just like Sunrise. I use SlimFit for a bit, and then I go back to Sunrise.
Sunrise helps you too, because I don't think you have
more pain relief. I like it.
Do you still have pain a lot?
Yeah.
I know you're always going to have it, but is it like how it has been in the past?
Oh, no. In the past, it'd be like constant, like 7 pain, just constant. You can't do anything about it. It's just, that's what it is. Now it goes up and down, and it depends on what I've done and all that. And it never goes like, say, above a 5 or something. But it's just kind of just nagging pain. The cold plunge has been helping, so I've been doing that every morning. It's torture. It sucks.
Really?
But I look like, because it's I have like this broken jacuzzi right outside of my bedroom, so I see it, and it's just like the thing that I look at. I'm like, I gotta freaking do this.
Yeah,
I gotta do this, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do it, but you can't. I go to the bathroom and I see it. I'm like, God damn it! So it's just like it's just haunting me. So, but it's so good. Like I got it. It's only like 5 minutes. Yeah. And I'm like, so I can't use the excuse I don't have time or something, And so I'm like, it's just me, and so it's this battle in the morning of like, no, yes, no, yes, and then I just do it. And
has it ever been like frozen for you?
No. In Escondido,
like really crispy, right?
No, in Escondido it averages about 50 degrees. So it goes like 45 to 55 is kind of the range, and it's in a shaded area, so it's pretty consistent. And that's the temperature that you'd want to do cold plunge anyway. So I do it for like at least 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and it hovers around 50 degrees. I know there's like extreme people that are like, that's nothing. You can go cool, right?
Well, from San Diego, so me, anything below 65.
I ain't throwing ice in there. I'm not doing any of this. It's already hard enough for me to get out there.
Well, the reason I was asking is I saw a TikTok this weekend where like this lady who owns horses, their water tanks, they get frozen. So to avoid it, what they do, this is so random, I know, but what they do is fill up like a Coke bottle, like a 2-liter Coke bottle with water and salt.
Yeah, Epsom salt or something.
Put it in there, and then it helps the tub not get frozen, so that the horse can just like push the little first layer and just drink the water. I was like, what? This is like information I don't need, but very cool.
Because we're California, like everyone in the Midwest and everything, they're like, salt. That's how we drive. Yeah. We salt the roads, and it destroys our cars. Yay, rust. Okay.
That pretty much covers most of it. The one last question I do have, this is very like a little bit off topic, but kind of goes with the theme. as you work out or you find yourself working out more and being more intentional with your workouts, like the cold plunge, it doesn't have to be like a physical workout. How does that help with your mental health?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, so I would.
You have a very hectic lifestyle. You have this job, your home life, and then 3 boys now.
Yeah, since Nico's been born in late May, my workout routine is like nothing at all in comparison. So I don't work out nearly as much. It's probably cut in like to a third, but I still do it, and it's more for the mental side than the physical side. I'm not as strong as I would say is normally. I can't lift as much weight. I can't run as far. I can't do any of that stuff anymore. And it's a direct correlation to how much effort you put in. And I'm not putting in, I literally know how much effort because I'm kind of creature of habit. So I know exactly the minutes I put in, and I'm not putting in as much. I do this thing, Nicole knows, I exercise. I try to exercise with Enzo. There's one of my boys right there. That's Levi, the middle child. You can play with it. You want to open it? Okay. Ask Maribel. She'll help you. Okay. Okay. Anyway, the
Life
kids,
of a CEO.
Yeah, the kids are out of school today, even though it's Monday. I don't know why.
I don't know why they go back tomorrow, huh?
They go back tomorrow.
I think today the teachers are just catching up on what. That's an excuse, but whatever.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Wednesday.
Yeah. No, Mateo goes back tomorrow, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I know.
Go back already.
I have work to do. So anyway, so it's I don't get the anyway. I was saying with Enzo, we do a thing where we call it a workout, and we do. So we usually call like a set number of workouts. He'd be like, do squats, and I'm like, okay, I hate you because I hate squats, and then I make him do something he hates. And we just kind of we just torture each other. But that number of exercises like decreases. Like this morning, we're just like a couple of them. We're like, well, bring the trash cans down. That counts. We literally brought the trash cans.
But your driveway is far.
And there's
I'm
a dog.
not gonna lie.
Our neighbor's dog. He always comes out. It's like a routine we do. So we'll go down and then we sprint up the hill, and this dog follows us. And the goal is to try to like get ahead of this dog. And it's like, dogs are faster than humans. But he's getting older.
But that's a nice little hill. Plus your driveway hill, and then
it's a good workout. It's a pretty good workout. It's short
something.
Anyway, but I do it mainly for the mental side of it. Like when you do a cold plunge, and you just feel like you've accomplished something. You're like, yes, I've done something. I said okay to suffering. So you just
like
feel
the willpower.
better.
You just.
So then you just feel like I can accomplish anything. I did that thing that totally sucked. I didn't want to do it, so I'm doing it. So there you go. And then bonding with your kid. So with Enzo, it's good.
Kind of checks off a lot of boxes for you.
Yeah, it's just I need to shut this brain down. At least for 15 minutes in the morning, just like nothing, no work, no nothing. And I can't, when you're in that cold water, you're not thinking about work. You're just thinking about like, breathe. And then when I'm with my kids, I try not to think about work. And so it's just Enzo and I'm just focused in on, and now we have the baby too. We use Nico as a weight. So
what is he now? Like a 22 pounder?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I guess you're right.
And then Levi, like yesterday, he was on my back doing push-ups and stuff, and he loves it. And now he can do like arm curls and stuff with his 2-pound weights. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. How many? I'm like 10. You could do 10. You're like 8. Like, why are you negotiating with me? Just do the 10.
Because your apple does fall far from the tree. Have you ever tried to do stretching instead of like a workout?
Oh yeah. I always have to stretch every morning. If I don't stretch, I can't even. If you ever see me in here and I'm like, it's because I forgot to stretch in the morning. I literally have to, which is ridiculous to think. Like, when did stretching become mandatory?
Because you're older now.
Just older.
And then you're in Escondido, which is really, really cold. And then you do the cold plunge. So, like, you stretch before or after you cold plunge?
Oh, after.
Well, try before. See how that works. Because your muscles tense up. Maybe you loosen up before you go in there. Maybe you'll be a little bit better. Maybe you'll do 7 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, like, it's good to do that long. It might be like, I think it's like diminishing returns. It starts to get
What's
to like.
the max? Or do you know what the max would be to be in a cold plunge?
I don't know. We could look it up, but I've never done more than 5 minutes. That's it's enough for me.
And you go all the way to your neck?
I go right here. So I keep my arms. I actually keep my arms out because I have to hold.
I'll hold yourself down.
No, my life is so crazy that I do the cold plunge, and right out I have to usually hold baby and like get kids ready, and my hands being like ice cold. I can't change a diaper, I just can't do anything. So like I've just purposely just kept my hands out just so I could function in the morning. It's just a hectic morning.
Enzo can take care of the morning diaper change.
Yeah, she does. While I'm cold plunging, he's taking care of the baby and helping with everything. Yeah, without him, man, he's such a good kid.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? No way. No. See, water temperature 45 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 to 15 degrees Celsius. That's kind of.
And what are you?
About 50. So we're like right in the. It just happens to be perfect.
I bet you can't do 10 minutes.
No, hell no.
I'm trying to do reverse psychology.
That's the goal.
You're gonna
all
tell
right,
me.
you stay to yours. My goal
well, that's the thing. It's
I'm
like
gonna get to 10.
You know how you say that.
But I'm gonna make excuses. I'm gonna be like, I got things to do. I can't be.
No, we can't do that anymore. But it's literally like staring at you in the face, and that's why I did the apps, because I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm spending or what I'm doing, but I didn't really know what I was spending or doing until it was laid out. And like I mentioned before, I'm a very visual person, so if I see what's going in and what's going out, the app actually holds me more accountable to maybe not get that extra coffee or maybe not get that extra something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I have to trick myself, because otherwise
it's a lot of tricking yourself. It really is.
it's like do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. And now I'm trying to reverse it, so then like let me Amanda. Do what we'll see how long it lasts. Maybe next week I'm like, well, they went to crap, so start over next week.
No, something's gonna stick. It's the little things.
I think the money thing is the biggest thing, because I was like, whoa, I did not realize how much I spent on just eating out, and it's a lot.
Yeah, it really is. That's the one thing I'm so glad that the kids are going back to school. I've been take them out to lunch. I take them, just like.
The good thing is do they like fancy food? I think the fancy is probably Korean barbecue or something.
No, they don't. Kids don't like fancy food. We were in Vegas.
No, Mateo asked for Korean barbecue. He asked for din tai fung. He asked for dumplings. But he's very spoiled. Like, his parents take him out everywhere. I'm like, go talk to your parents then, because I'm no.
Right.
Like the other
Auntie
day,
is not.
I took him to the lot for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah.
To
That's
go
cool.
watch Mufasa, which, by the way, Mufasa's really, really good.
Is it?
I really like it.
I hear people that's doing bad in theaters.
Really? I loved it. Absolutely loved it. We were at the edge of our seats. We were both like suspense, like looking at each other like, oh, this part. And I'm not a musical person. There is some songs, obviously, because it's Disney, but it wasn't unbearable. I really liked it. But I said, I'm going to take you to the bougie movie theater. He's like, okay. He's like, whatever. But he's like, can I take my Snuggie, his little blanket jacket, to the bougie theater, or is it too bougie for that? And I was like, oh my.
That's the whole point of going to bougie. You can do whatever you want.
And he's like, what are these little tables? I was like, oh, it's for like, we're going to get food. He's like, oh, what? And he's like, what's this button for? I was like, watch, push the button, somebody will come.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Your
He's
Majesty.
Like, can I get this? Can I get this? Can I get this? And I'm like, oh, we got candy before we got there, because I wasn't going to spend like $12 on candy.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
So we got him a little pizza. We shared a pizza, popcorn, icy. And he's like, Nina, can I get something else to drink? I was like, nah, we're good. We're good with what we have.
Water, plenty of water.
We're good with what we have.
Not bottled water, by the way.
All right. And then he goes, a couple. And he goes, I bet you my dad's jealous because you took me to see Mufasa, because Lion King was my brother's favorite movie. It's like, you brought me to see Mufasa.
Yeah, why did your brother take him?
I kicked him out. He was doing other stuff. I was like, well, it's just me and Mateos today.
You can see it twice.
And he's like, he FaceTimed his parents as soon as he got out. He's like, are you jealous, Dad?
Right.
That she took me.
Look where I'm at.
Because we just finished telling him not too long ago that I used to take Jose everywhere.
The food too, like,
So it's because we were just finished telling him that Jose was always with me, like he is with me.
Yeah.
And we basically said he replaced my brother. Mm-hmm. So he's like, are you jealous, Dad? Are you jealous that we saw Mufasa without you? Because I said, oh, I want to take you to Mufasa to a fancy theater. Do you want to go? He's like, oh, I'm supposed to go watch it with my parents next weekend. I was like, okay. Well, they bring you food to the seats. And you're going to da-da-da-da. And he's like, maybe I can go without them. And he loved it. He's like, when can we come back? And I was like, maybe next month.
The lot kicks butt. I've only been there once.
I really like it. Like, every once in a while is fine.
Yeah. Treat yourself nice.
Yeah. He really loved it, but
you know how much we spent for 3 days in Vegas for just food? I'm even ashamed I shouldn't even talk about it. Just a lot of money.
More than 200?
$1,000.
But you guys have big family. It wasn't just for you.
No. That's just my family. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't feel as bad then. I don't. Maybe you should download that app and see if that will help you out a little bit.
Insane.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a spreadsheet, but
yeah, I do. But it was the best food I've ever had.
Once in a while, you guys don't ever.
You know
splurge like that.
You know what we ate when we got back?
Sandwiches.
Ramen. that was dinner the night we got back. I'm like, it's ramen, guys. It was be ramen, and then the next second after that was spaghetti. I'm not even lying. And then tonight, I'm making meatballs to eat with the leftover spaghetti. That's going to be tonight. So that's how we can afford that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. I mean, like you said, splurging a little bit here and there is fine, and it creates memories. You guys were with a family anyway, so it's not like that's your monthly budget.
We're all foodies, and everyone just kept on egging each other on. Like, oh, that's good. Order another one. Order another one. I'm like, what the guys? Each one of those things is like, I'm like doing the math in my head. I'm like, that's a $55 plate. Let's not do that. Like, oh, but my daughter likes it. Who gives a shit about your daughter? Like, come on. Does she know that's $55 steak that she's eating right now? No. Okay, then.
Oh my
anyway,
gosh.
whatever.
Imagine if my
I love you, Lynn.
steaks.
If you're listening to this, actually, she probably is. I love you, and I love everything that you do. And I love that you allowed us to spoil our kids and everything. That was great.
Well, is it one niece versus 3 of your kids? Imagine when Nico is able to eat solids, how much, and when they go through their growth spurt, how much they're going to eat.
I know. This business needs to make some money.
Yeah, because my
3
brother and
boys.
my 2 cousins, they would remember when McDonald's used to sell cheeseburgers for like 50-something cents.
Oh,
My dad would take my brother and my 2 cousins to McDonald's and would leave with a bag with a handle.
Yeah. That's what I did.
How much,
That's what I did in college. They would run a special once a year, 10 cents for a burger, and we would just load up and then throw it in the freezer, and that was like the meal. Just take it out.
Smart.
It was awesome. All right, I know we're way past the 30 minute mark that we promised.
I think that pretty much covers up everything. I don't think there's anything else to add. Just maybe be I don't know, more mindful as far as our like finance, well, at least for my finances.
Oh, for the new year?
Yeah.
One last thing, Nicole. What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't have one yet.
You don't have one yet?
Girl,
No,
we're on day 6.
I know, but I'm really being picky about it because I want it to last.
Okay.
And I want it to be like I don't know. It's
You don't
gotta
want to be flippant about it and just like,
Yeah,
Do you have some in mind? Or
I do. I have some.
What are you leaning towards, or do you want to share?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
You got into the next podcast.
we give ours, so we have to hold you accountable somewhere or another. So
Yeah. Well, let me land on one.
I can't wait to
No
hear.
peer pressure.
All right. We're going to keep you accountable.
it.
We're accountable.
Good. I need
What are
it.
they? Accountability buddies
Buddies.
or something?
Yeah.
That's a mouthful for an Asian guy. Accountability buddies. Okay. All right. I can make fun of Asians. I'm Asian. So it's okay.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, as always, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you got some insights into staying fit, right? And hopefully, we all stick to our New Year's resolution. We'll hear Nicole's next week, and maybe good luck to your own New Year's resolution.
Hopefully, you're able to utilize workout recovery or SlimFit to meet your goals.
Yeah. If fitness is part of it, try us out.
Mm-hmm.
So
even if it starts with coffee replacement, that's a big step.
It's an easy one. Yeah, you can save some money that way. And if you want, we do make like little 2.4 grams. It's like 8 tablets, like a sampler. You can just get one of those,
If you want to talk about like money wise, I did the math a while ago. I don't remember at the top of my head, but I do remember one bag is obviously $38. For a dose, it's about under $3 for a coffee replacement. A coffee at Starbucks, I think now is $6 to almost $7. So it's like half of that. And it's you don't have to like sip it. And
that's a big dose.
You don't have.
This isn't like a weak dose.
Yeah.
You can cut that even half.
You can cut it in half. It depends on your body, but you don't have to worry about like I just spent $7 on this coffee. I'm not even gonna finish it.
Yeah.
So,
I would say for most folks, if you're just using it just as like a coffee replacement, as an energy boost, 4 tablets for me is like plenty. Like, and I use like 8 to 12 for pain management and all these other things. 4 is like a good mood energy boost.
Yeah.
At 4 tablets.
That's like a 2 months worth.
Like $1.50 or something like that. I mean, come on, you can't beat it value wise. Okay, all right, enough selling.
Well, no, it's just like putting things into perspective, like visual too. Like me is like, how am I really much spending on coffee, and how much would Kratom be?
Yeah.
And then like I get the employee discount, so it's even less for me. But like I'm like, what am I doing?
free. free, actually.
Why am I doing that to myself? I can be thinking, no.
I saw Maribel put in an order on our system. I was like, what? Maribel's one of our employees. She reports into, it's one of Amanda's
She
employees.
manages a Vista store.
Yeah. And does customer service and other things. But I saw an order from Maribel. I'm like, what in the world? And then
You thought it was like for her?
yeah, I was like, what are you doing? And I talked to him like, you can get all the Kratom you want. That's
Like
perfect.
an actual order or like the store order?
No, an actual order in our online system. And she did it as a check on the system.
Oh, okay.
Checking out the subscription, making sure that it works and all that.
I see.
She's like, no, I'm gonna refund myself. Okay, all right.
Checking all the dots.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, but last thing I want to do, shout out to Alex. I'll see you later anyway. But if you're watching, I don't even know is he watching any of the podcast.
I just realized.
He made me this shirt. So and it's supposed to talk about plants as medicine, meat as food.
Meat as
and it says
the coffee. Oh, the tea.
Yeah, it's I guess. And then that's a cow and yummy food. Does he have a thing underneath? No. Okay. Sometimes he has like hidden. Remember, you used to put a smiley face on the bottom of the shirt, and then it says.
Interesting that he picked red.
Yeah, weird, right? But
he put fully in the back.
Yeah. See?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
a little ETHA shout out in the back. Anyway, maybe we'll have this as part of our merch. But, okay, guys, that's it. If you guys have any topics for us, as always, reach out to us on social media. Our handle is at
ETHA Naturals.
ETHA Naturals. Okay, at ETHA Naturals. Or you can write to us at podcast at ethannaturals.com or go to our website and reach out to us there. All right. Until next time, I'm Victor.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nicole.
As always,
live fully.